So the one thing I'll say is that on the one hand, I can understand people upset about the pull rates, not because of them. It's about the stores. I read comments from stores about, oh, this was a really bad set for me as a store because it's not selling and I have to sell, like I'm basically selling everything at a loss. We had to have our orders in. You know how Bandai is. You got to have your orders in 6 months before the set comes out. That sucks. But frankly, if you're a store owner and you're listening to this, you're hearing this somehow, first of all, don't use this set as the basis for ordering Digimon product. It's a great set for new players and well, it's a great set for players, in my opinion. It is not the set that they shouldn't have priced it. I come right back to that. This set was priced as if it was a regular BT set. Even EX sets we have gripes with. We sometimes, outside of the hype period of EX sets, the best EX set right now to buy is EX4, and that's strictly because you can get Shine Greymon. And it's even still better to just go buy a Shine Greymon on TCG rather than trying to pull it from a box. Boxes of EX3, we're able to get them for like 40, 50 bucks. Examons, like 17 regular art, maybe like 25 alternate art. Like EX sets are not good price. In my opinion, if a regular box MSRPs for 110, a storage charge anywhere from, let's say, 75 to 90. EX sets should MSRP the box for 90, and then they should cost, I would say, 60, somewhere between like $55 to $65. This reprint booster, 110% should have been half the price of a fucking regular set. This shit should have cost 40 bucks, 50 bucks. And I think that would have made store owners feel a little bit better. And if the price of it wasn't as bad, maybe players wouldn't have complained as much. I understand the ratios of reprints to the actual Ghost Game cards are off. But, to that point, I have this to say to you guys. A lot of people wanted this set for exactly what it was in Japan. When it was originally announced, it was only coming with the Ghost Game cards. And I saw a comment from a person, see if I can find it here, right here. Saw a comment from a person 34 weeks ago from Zach on Facebook. He said, I haven't seen anything from Bandai about not releasing the reprints in English. We only have distributor information that the reprints will be included in the English release of RB-01. This does not mean that the reprints will not be provided by other means, which is completely fair. And as it turns out, according to what Bandai wrote, that was exactly what they were intending for. They had intended to give us RB-01 as the Ghost Game set, and they had separate plans to distribute the reprints. Bandai's problem is that Bandai has no semblance of communication. They don't know how to manage. Frankly, they don't know how to manage shit. The fact that they came out after community backlash as if you don't have employees sitting here monitoring the largest Facebook community for Digimon, the largest Facebook or Reddit community for Digimon. You're not looking at those like on a regular basis and saying like, hey, this is a thing that maybe we should pivot, or maybe we should release some communication on this. I don't know. It's a thing with Japanese card game makers that just things like, I don't know, don't connect in their minds in terms of communication. I think that's how we ended up with this issue to begin with. But to Mike's point, I mean, hell, let's look at it this way. We ended up with the set. It is what it is. The fact that if you're a new player, you say, I want to build a Greymon deck, you just saved what, about 30 bucks by being able to buy. No, not even 30 bucks. You saved a little bit more because of the Security Attack Greymons. No, you saved a lot more. Security 1 Greymons, Promo Agumons, and Ties, all of which were somewhere, let's say around like
plus
the
Koromon,
$6
if
to
you want to throw the
$8
Koromon
mark.
in there.
Right. So the three cards I mentioned, let's say around $6 a pop, you buy a play set of each. So you're spending about, let's say, 70 to 80 bucks total on 4 play sets, which you're now getting for what?
$10
like
maybe.
$10 max. If you decide you want to play the old black or gray for some reason, you could get that easier than you could get the other one because it's in the set. You want to play a yellow deck? I made a yellow staples video. I told you should pick up TKs. I also told you they're coming out in the reprint booster. Maybe you should wait. When I made that video, TKs were about $6 to $7, $250 with shipping. You get a playset for the price of one, like a month ago.
That's not bad, honestly.
You want
and it's also foiled.
And it's foiled. You want Magna Angemons? You want it to play SecCon, but you don't want to pay the price? You're paying about $6 for a playset.
Question for the set. The secret rare reprints that are in here, are they textured foiled? What are they?
Texture foiled. Texture.
So
are
the
they?
SRs are the SRs are textured foiled, every single one, and then everything else is just foiled.
That's awesome.